Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Leah.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
Welcome. Thanks for coming in today. So I'd like to just get to know you a little bit, go over why you're here, what some of your goals are, nutrition-wise, and then we'll just kind of dive into it from there. So what are some of your goals nutrition-wise? What brings you in here today?
Well, I'd like to learn more about portion control and just eating an overall well-balanced, being consistent with eating healthy and maintaining well-balanced meals throughout the week.
Okay, those are some great goals. So let's just dive into a little bit of background just so I can know how best to help you reach those. Can you just tell me a little bit about yourself, about your what brought you here to Pennsylvania, where you're at in life right now?
Yeah, so I'm recently out of college and starting a career as a professional in science, and I think I've kind of gotten into the habit of going through the motions day to day and just focusing on work, not necessarily either that's exercising regularly or eating healthy. I'd like to get back into the good swing of good balance.
Yeah, it's hard when you're working a normal job schedule to really focus on your eating. It's very easy. I know for me it's very, takes a lot of mindfulness just to remember to eat well. Perfect. So can you tell me a little bit about any medical issues you've had in the past?
I haven't had too many health issues or injuries. There's been a few times where I've tweaked some muscles running or maybe my ankle or so, but nothing too serious.
Okay. Are you a runner?
Yes, I try to run on the weekends, and but not like I used to.
Sure. What did you used to do running wise?
I used to run at the collegiate level every day, long distance runner. That was my main sport throughout the whole year, fall, winter, and summer.
And how would you say your running level is now that you've moved out of college?
Definitely has declined, and I think it's really in more like a seasonal, I guess, passion. Like in the winter months, I'm not as active. In the summer months, I'm definitely more active because it's just more motivation to get her out.
Sure. Do you find you're able to get any activity in during the winter?
There are times where I'll do like yoga or some body weight exercising, but or going for walks outside, but nothing like a gym membership or anything like that.
Okay. And then in the summer during a typical week, how many times a week do you think you are able to get out for a run?
Probably 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay. And in the winter, get out at all, or mostly just the indoor stuff you mentioned, like yoga and weightlifting?
Yeah, probably not really running at all, just staying indoors to do exercise.
Sure. Yeah, that's hard in the winter. Okay. In terms of your family, any medical history there? History of diabetes in the family, high blood pressure, any chronic illnesses?
I think on my dad's side of the family, there's been some high blood pressure, diabetes. On my mom's side of the family, not that I'm aware of.
Not that you're aware of. With your father, any issues that he's having right now or has had in the past that you know of?
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't see anything really serious that he's going through right now. As far as I know, he's not an active person, but overall he's okay. But
He's doing
he's
pretty
fine.
healthy.
Yeah.
And then what about your mom?
My mom probably, I know she's has been recently working to eat healthier and lose weight, and um, I think she's more on the side of reaching a better health.
Okay.
Health place.
So, in the past, has she struggled with maintaining a healthy weight, would you say?
Yes.
Yeah. Any diagnosis that she's encountered through that, or mostly just her not being comfortable with her weight?
Yeah, there hasn't, not to my knowledge, there hasn't been any sort of diagnosis. I think it's just her decision and her choice to work better
Sure.
at that.
Sure, good for her. Do you have any siblings, Jordan?
Yes. I have a twin brother and a younger sister.
Oh, very cool. Do they have any kind of medical history, illnesses? Are they pretty healthy?
I think my brother, he's fine, and my sister, I think she also maybe struggles with weight, but not to a severe case.
Okay. Just something she's kind of working through over time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. And then just going back to you a little bit, in terms of nutrition, do you find that you have any problems with your weight that you're aware of? Have you noticed losing weight, gaining weight, or do you feel that your weight's pretty stable right now?
I think I definitely gained weight once I finished my running career, so to speak, in college.
Yeah.
But it's kind of leveled off. It hasn't really gotten to an extreme, but I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's probably not ideal.
Okay. And when you say after college, was that within the past couple months? Was that a year ago, 2 years ago?
So it's been 2 years since I've been out of
2
college.
years ago.
So over the course of 2 years, I think it's been pretty level.
Okay. Would you say like 5 to 10 pounds, 10 to 20? If you had to put a range on it.
Probably 10 to 15.
Okay. Sounds pretty normal post-college. I think everybody struggles with that a little bit. In the past couple months, have you noticed any weight gain, weight loss?
Yeah, not recently, no.
Okay, so you've been pretty stable. What is your weight right now, if you don't mind me asking?
I think I'm at 160, 165.
Okay. And how tall are you, Jordan?
5'8".
5'8". All right, perfect. And then in terms of diet, do you have a pretty steady diet, or have you changed anything recently?
Recently, some of the things I've been working on is I've eliminated sugar from coffee, reduced alcohol as a way to eat healthy, drink healthy, or at least try to balance those things, and as well as eat more healthier meals that's less processed and more fresh vegetables, fruits.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're making some really good changes in your diet overall. Have you had any kind of gastrointestinal issues that you're concerned about? Feeling nauseous at all? Having difficulty with bowel movements at all? Just GI distress after eating? Heartburn? Anything like that?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I think there have been times where, whether that's like a party or like a big social event, where I can easily overeat, but that's kind of expected to feel some sort of discomfort, but nothing on a regular basis.
Okay. So when you're, going out to a social event, does it usually pass within 24 hours that you're not feeling good? Does it last longer than that?
Yeah, it's usually gone 24 hours usually.
Okay. Do you find that it affects your week at all?
Maybe a slow. Maybe I feel like it's a slow start to the week. If
Okay.
it's say a weekend going into Monday, but
Other than that, though.
Yeah.
How often a month would you say you are attending different social events where that might be an issue for you?
maybe once or twice a month,
All right.
if that.
And then in terms of taking any supplements or any medications, are you on any medications right now?
I'm not.
No medications, okay. And then how about any supplements, any vitamins, minerals, essential oils of any kind that you're ingesting?
No supplements.
So a pretty natural diet right now. And then you mentioned just having, trying to take in a little bit less alcohol in the past couple months. How much on a regular basis do you feel like you're drinking now after you've made some of those changes?
I think 6 months ago, I probably was like a weekend binge almost, or so to speak. But whether that's like 4 beers over the course of the weekend or whatever.
Mhm.
And now it's more like maybe 6 drinks a month.
Okay. And typically beer, or are you a mixed drink?
Typically beer,
Beer.
maybe champagne, but
Do you drink any kind of hard liquor?
only on a special occasion.
All right. And then are you a smoker at all, Jordan?
I'm not.
All right, very good. So let's move into looking a little bit more in detail at your diet, some of the changes you made, and how you're eating on a normal basis. I'm just going to pull up a form here, which will help me keep track of everything. All right, so let's start just yesterday morning when you woke up. What is the first thing during the day that you remember eating yesterday?
Yesterday we had chicken parm for dinner.
Okay.
With lettuce.
What kind of lettuce did you eat?
I think it was just mixed greens.
Mixed greens, sure. Alright, and around what time was the chicken parm?
It was probably like 6:30.
6:30 at night?
Yes.
And then, let's just work. Did you have anything after dinner that you remember?
Actually had some peanut butter cookies and hot chocolate.
Okay. And how many cookies do you remember that you ate?
3.
Okay. Like a normal kind of, maybe 2 to 3 inches, or bigger or smaller than that?
Yeah, probably 2 to 3 inches.
Okay. And then how many cups of hot chocolate?
Just 1. Probably like 8 ounces.
Did you make that with milk?
Yes.
With water?
Milk.
Milk, okay. What percent of milk do you usually drink?
1%.
1%, right? Good. And around what time do you think that was if you had your chicken parm? Around 6:30?
Probably like an hour later.
Okay, so 7:30ish?
Yeah.
Okay. And where were you eating these? Is that home?
Yeah, this is home.
Home. Okay. And then let's just backtrack from there. So what do you typically have a meal in the afternoon? Any kind of snacks that you eat before dinner?
So for lunch, actually had fast food. It's not good. Had Chick-fil-A.
Okay. All right. What did you have at Chick-fil-A? That's okay. Everybody has fast food once in a while.
Sorry, man. I had just waffle fries.
Okay.
Spicy chicken tender. And a lemonade.
And any kind of dessert after that?
Well, actually, that day I had just water throughout the day. You said afterwards I had some water and tea.
After the lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Around what time do you think you had lunch?
12.
Okay. And then you said you had water and tea. Was it sweet tea or hot tea?
Yeah, it was like black tea.
Hot tea?
Yes.
And that was just in the afternoon, throughout the afternoon. How many cups of water do you think you had?
2.
And then how about the tea?
Just 1.
Okay, perfect. And where was you said you were at Chick-fil-A. Where was the water and black tea?
I was at a conference, and that was like a all-day event, so they had
Okay.
refreshments.
Okay. So maybe a more unusual afternoon for you, since you were out.
Yeah.
Out and about. All right. And then you keep moving back in the day from lunchtime. Anything around mid-morning? Anything before lunch?
I had for breakfast peanut butter toast,
Okay.
coffee, and banana.
Okay. And around what time was that at?
Probably 8 o'clock.
Okay. Toast. How many pieces of toast do you usually have?
Well, 1 English muffin cut in half.
Okay. So 1 English muffin. And then coffee. I know you said you were trying to cut sugar out of your coffee. Do you take any cream with it?
No.
Okay. So just 1 cup of black coffee.
Correct.
Are you more of a small mug drinker or a bigger mug drinker?
Usually, on average, probably 10 to 12 ounces, so larger.
Okay. And do you brew your own coffee usually?
Yeah.
And then small, medium, or large on the banana, if you had to guess.
Medium.
All right. And then anything before or after that breakfast? Anything in between breakfast and your lunch? You remember any? Were you at the conference then?
Yeah.
Any snacks that you had at the conference?
No, they didn't have any offer or any snacks then.
Okay. All right. So let's just review that and make sure I got everything and was hearing you correctly. So in the morning, you got up, had an English muffin with peanut butter. Did you have peanut butter on both halves of it?
Yes.
Okay. And then 1 cup of black coffee, roughly 12 ounces, and then a banana.
Yes.
Was that at home that you ate
That was home.
Okay. And then didn't have anything until lunch when you were out at the conference. You went to Chick-fil-A. Waffle fries. Was that just one of the normal bags of waffle fries that they
Correct.
serve?
I don't know if it matters, but I had this ketchup.
Yes, thank you. It's a good memory. 1 packet, 2 packets of ketchup.
Just 1.
Okay. And then you had spicy chicken tenders. How many came in that?
Oh, sorry, it was a spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, okay. That's totally fine.
So it had tomatoes, lettuce, and pepper jack cheese.
Okay. Let me just write that down. Tomato, lettuce, and pepper jack.
Just like a normal white bread.
Is it like a sandwich roll or was it like an actual?
Yeah, like a hamburger bun or so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then lemonade.
Large.
Large lemonades. Did they say how many ounces it was? It's okay if you don't.
It's probably like 16 ounce.
Okay.
With ice.
Okay. Any other condiments other than the ketchup with that? Is there a sauce on the sandwich at all that you remember?
I don't remember, but it could have been.
Okay.
I mean, it was just spicy, so there was most likely hot sauce on it.
Okay. Alright, and then throughout the afternoon had 2 cups of water and some black tea. Did you drink water at all during the morning?
No.
And then dinner, you said you had chicken parm. How
Lot
many
of chicken.
pieces of chicken did you have?
I just had one piece.
Piece.
It's probably like half of a breast.
Okay. And breaded, I'm assuming, since it was chicken parm.
Correct.
Okay. Did you make it? Or did you get it from somewhere?
Yeah, it was homemade.
Okay. And then you said you had it with lettuce. Did you serve it over lettuce?
I had it over lettuce.
Maybe 1 or 2 cups of lettuce.
Sure.
Ish.
Yeah, I'd say probably 1 cup of lettuce.
Okay. Did you have a drink with that meal?
I had a glass of water.
Okay. And then sauce with the chicken parm.
Yeah, red sauce.
About how much sauce do you think you had? You think about a measuring cup.
Probably like 1/4 of a cup, maybe.
Okay. Was the sauce homemade too?
Yes, it was homemade.
Okay.
From-
Or red sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. And then anything else with so you had chicken parm with the lettuce and water. Anything else that you had with that?
I had some broccoli
Okay.
and pieces of pineapple.
Pineapple. Okay. About how much of a cup of pineapple, if you had to quantify it?
I'd say 1/2 cup.
And then for the broccoli, was that raw broccoli, cooked broccoli?
Cooked broccoli,
Okay.
baked. Yeah.
Baked. Do you bake it with anything?
Salt, pepper.
Any olive oil or anything on that?
Actually, yeah, we did use olive oil.
A little bit of olive oil. Okay. So breaded chicken parm with red sauce over mixed greens. Cheese?
I think there's cheese melted on to the chicken. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Perfect. And then baked broccoli with some salt and pepper and olive oil, and about 1/2 cup of pineapple. That was all homemade. Okay. And then after dinner, you had 3 peanut butter cookies and some hot chocolate made with 1% milk.
That's
Alright.
correct.
Anything else that you remember that you want to add to that? Does that sound like we got it all?
We got it all.
Great. Alright, so I'm gonna just put that away for now. And we're gonna do a brief physical assessment now. If that's alright.
Sure.
Why don't we move your chair just so we have a little bit more space?